Hare Krishna. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Dr. Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Nama Amrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada Kaur. Dr. Rupamshi Sharma Mataji will be reading the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam slokas, followed by Kalka Agarwal Mataji reading Chaitanya Charitamrita sloka. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna. Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji, kindly start.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। Namamrita. By associating with the Supreme Lord, by chanting His holy name, one becomes free from material desires. Even those who are obsessed with the material desires may also come to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead so steadily that they go back to Godhead. The fact is that if one comes to Krishna consciousness, although he may have many material desires, he becomes increasingly attached to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, through associating with the Supreme Lord by chanting His holy name. The Supreme Lord and His holy name are identical. Thus, he becomes uninterested in attachment to the material enjoyment. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.16.39. Hare Krishna. 4th April Prabhupada quote. So far as your working engagement is concerned, certainly you are not karmi. Any person whose constant occupation is Krishna consciousness, he is not a karmi. He is a devotee in all circumstances. You should accept the best source of monetary income and use it for Krishna. That is better than sannyasa. Stick to your job and use it for Krishna consciousness. You are not a karmi. Letter to Gopala Krishna, April 4th, 1971. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 7.27. Ichha dvesha sammuthena dvande mohana bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. Translation. O scion of Bharata, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, bewildered by dualities arisen from desire and hate. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.58. Paricharya Bhagavato Yavataya Purva Sevita Tamantra Ridyaneva Prajyonan Mantra Murtaye. Translation. One should follow in the footsteps of the previous devotees regarding how to worship the Supreme Lord with the prescribed paraphernalia, or one should offer worship within the heart by reciting the mantra to the personality of Godhead, who is non-different from the mantra. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम। चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला 4.27। पूरी काली के तुम्ही कहाँ तुम्हार वास के मते जानिले आमी करी उपवास। Madhavendra Puri said, "Who are you? Where do you reside? And how did you know that I was fasting?" Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। It is said, when you have a hunger and if you see the photo of the food and if you just talk about the food, but if you don't eat the food, just see the food and talk about the food, the hunger will not go away. Similarly, we are spiritual being, and unless and until the soul is not given the food of the holy name, the katha, the soul will not be satisfied. How much we just see to it or talk about it, but one has to chant the holy name, one has to speak about Krishna, one has to listen attentively and then speak about Krishna. Then only the satisfaction will come. So when you eat food, three things happen. First is that your hunger is diminished. Second is that you get strength. And the third is you get satisfaction. And when you are satisfied and your hunger is gone, how much food may be there in front of you? You will not eat. Similarly, when we are satisfied internally, all the material things may be there in the world. You will not get attracted to it because you are internally satisfied. When you start chanting loudly and crying for the holy name, when you start reading more and more about Krishna, when you start speaking more and more about Krishna, when you start doing seva, automatically speaking about the worldly thing, desire for the worldly thing will come down. And that is the power because we are spiritual and the spiritual thing will satisfy us. No other things will satisfy us internally, inside. People are running outside for satisfaction, but they have forgot that the satisfaction can only be attained when we run inside, not outside. Okay, read further. Very, very beautiful letter to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj in the early days when he was working over there. As far as your working engagement is concerned, certainly you are not a karmi. Any person who constant occupation is Krishna conscious is not karmi. He is a devotee in all circumstances. You should accept the best source of monetary and use it for Krishna. And Prabhupada, Gopal Krishna Maharaj used to bring all the money, what he used to earn, and give it to Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada said, you are the best sannyasi because you are not using anything for sense gratification. Please read further. इच्छाद्वेष समुत्थेन द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सम्मोह सर्गे यान्ति param tapa. The cause of our illusion is mentioned over here in this shloka. Ichha and dvesh. Ichha is separately to enjoy from Krishna, and dvesh is those people who are enjoying. Why I am not having? So these two things are constantly keeping us, hell-bent in this material world. So how to get out of it? The ichha has to be diverted towards Krishna. Ichha has to be channelized towards chanting of holy name. Ichha has to be channelized towards reading the holy name, reading the Bhagavad Katha. Ichha has to be channelized towards Guru Krishna and the mission, higher mission. And Dvesh has to be channelized. Actually, it cannot be channelized. Envy cannot be channelized. It has to be destroyed. We know in the Ramayana, when Hanumanji was crossing, he had three obstacles: Mainak Parvata, then one Rakshasa, and one who can catch up the shadow. For Mainak Parvata, he praised and he touched and it moved away. And that another Raksha who was given, he was increasing his size, increasing his size. So Hanumanji reduced his size and went into the mouth and came out. But the third one, which represents the Dvesha, envy, Hanumanji killed him. So devotees, there is no place for envy in material world and spiritual world. Adveshta, first quality. And then only we can come out of the sammoha. Hmm? Please read further. Naraji is continuing with his messages that how one has to worship the Lord. He can do with the paraphernalias as well as he can do the Mansik Puja every day by reciting the mantra, which is non different from Krishna. Please go further. And here, Madhavendra Puri, who is doing Upavas, and he is very much in astonishment, Ashcharya, how this boy is knowing this, and he's out of curiosity. He's asking the Lord, where are you from? And where do you reside? And how did you know? Hare Krishna.